Hi, dear. Welcome back to Timeless Wisdom. Have you ever wondered if a few gentle exercises could help you live comfortably and pain-free even after turning 70? Maybe mornings greet you with stiffness, or walking across the room brings that familiar nagging pain in your back or knees. Sitting too long can cause your legs to throb, and standing for extended periods might leave your feet swollen. These discomforts can add up and start to limit your independence. But here's some good news. There are 4 simple, easy-to-do movements that anyone regardless of age can try to ease pain and move more freely. In this video, we'll explore these 4 effective exercises that help ease common aches without needing any special equipment or costly treatments. They're straightforward, gentle, and perfect for older adults wanting to regain comfort and confidence in their bodies. Make sure you watch until the end, because these small daily movements could be the difference between just managing your day and truly enjoying it. Pain doesn't have to define your life. Relief is within reach, often starting with just one gentle action. Number 1, hip stretch for lower back relief. One of the most common complaints among older adults is lower back pain. That constant dull ache that shows up when you sit too long, bend forward, or try to stand upright after resting. But here's what many people don't realize. Often that pain doesn't actually start in your back. It starts in your hips. More specifically, in your hip flexors, a group of muscles that, when tight, pull on your lower back and throw your posture out of balance. The good news: a simple stretch done once or twice a day can make a world of difference. As we age, we tend to sit more during meals, in the car, watching television. That prolonged sitting shortens the muscles in the front of the hips, especially if you're not doing regular movement to counterbalance it. And when those muscles tighten, your pelvis tilts forward, putting stress on your spine. It's like pulling a string from the front and wondering why the back hurts. The key isn't just to stretch your back, it's to release the front so your back can breathe. This stretch can be done standing or with support. Imagine standing next to a sturdy chair or countertop, stepping one foot slightly behind you, keeping your front knee bent and your back leg straight, and gently pressing your hips forward. You'll feel a light pull at the top of your back leg and into your hip. That's the tension releasing. Hold that stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds, and then switch sides. No bouncing, no forcing, just a gentle press forward and steady breath. What's powerful about this stretch is not just the relief you get in the moment, it's the way it resets your posture throughout the day. When your hips are tight, you start to compensate. You lean forward, you arch your back, and that cascade of compensation leads to tension all over. But when the hips are open, everything above them, your spine, your shoulders, even your breathing starts to align more naturally. So if you've been dealing with that nagging low back discomfort and you've tried all sorts of back rubs and cushions with no luck, try turning your attention to the front. Your hips may be holding more tension than you think, and a few inches of movement in the right direction can give you miles of freedom you didn't know were still possible. Number 2, wall angels for shoulder and neck tension. If you've ever felt like your shoulders are carrying the weight of the world tight, hunched forward, and constantly sore, you're not alone. Many older adults experience stiffness in the upper back, shoulders, and neck, often blaming it on poor posture or aging muscles. And while time does change how our bodies move, much of that tension is caused by one thing: lack of movement in the right places. But the solution doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, it can start with a simple movement called a wall angel, one of the gentlest and most effective exercises to release shoulder and neck tension and restore upright posture. Think about how often you sit during the day. And now, think about how you sit. Is your back straight? Are your shoulders relaxed? Most of us tend to slouch head forward, shoulders rolled in, chest collapsed. Over time, this posture tightens the front of the body and weakens the muscles in the upper back that are meant to hold you upright. That imbalance can lead to tension, headaches, neck pain, and that heavy, stiff feeling in your shoulders. Wall angels help reverse that pattern. They reactivate the postural muscles that tend to fall asleep from years of disuse, and they gently open the chest and shoulders without straining your neck or spine. Here's how to do it. Stand with your back against a wall, feet a few inches away from the base, and let your head, upper back, and hips touch the wall. Bring your arms up like goalposts, elbows bent, the backs of your hands resting lightly against the wall. Then, slowly slide your arms up and down against the wall in a controlled motion, like you're making a snow angel. Move slowly. Breathe gently. You don't need to force anything. Just let your body remember what it feels like to move the way it was designed to. At first, you may not be able to keep your arms flat against the wall, and that's okay. The goal isn't perfection. It's reawakening. As you continue, your range of motion will improve, and that tightness that sits between your shoulders will begin to ease. This movement doesn't just relieve tension, it retrains your brain to hold your body differently, so you're not constantly fighting gravity all day long. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3, seated knee extension for joint pain and circulation. If you've ever stood up after sitting for a while and felt that deep, slow ache in your knees, or if walking across the room feels more like a chore than a choice, then your knees might be quietly begging for movement, not intense pounding movement, but something gentle and nourishing. That's where seated knee extensions come in. This simple exercise, often overlooked because of how basic it seems, can bring big relief to stiff joints, poor circulation, and that dragging, heavy feeling in the legs. What's remarkable about this movement is how accessible it is. You don't need a gym. You don't even need to stand up. All you need is a sturdy chair and a few minutes of quiet attention. The goal isn't to push your limits, but to invite your knees to stay active, mobile, and supported, especially if arthritis or years of wear and tear have made bending, climbing, or walking more difficult. Here's how to do it. Sit tall in a supportive chair, feet flat on the ground, knees bent at 90°4. Place your hands lightly on the sides of the chair or your thighs for support. Slowly lift one leg, extending it forward until it's straight, or as close to straight as is comfortable. Pause for a moment at the top, feeling the engagement in your thigh and the light stretch behind your knee, and then slowly lower your foot back down. Alternate sides. Aim for 10 to 15 repetitions per leg, moving at your own pace. What this does is twofold. First, it activates the quadriceps, those big muscles in the front of your thighs that play a major role in knee support. The stronger they are, the less pressure your knees have to absorb with every step. Second, it promotes healthy blood flow through the lower body. When your legs stay still too long, blood and fluid can pool, causing swelling, numbness, or even cramping. Seated extensions act like a little pump, gently pushing that circulation back into motion. I once met a man named Harold, 75 years old, who told me he used to dread grocery shopping because his knees would lock up halfway through. A physical therapist showed him this one simple movement. He started doing it every morning after breakfast and every evening before bed. After a few weeks, not only did his knees feel looser, but his calves stopped cramping at night, and he even noticed less swelling around his ankles. He didn't join a gym or buy special equipment. He just gave his legs the invitation to move again, and they responded. What I love most about seated knee extensions is that they meet you where you are. You can do them in your kitchen chair while watching television, or even at the edge of your bed. And each time you do, you're telling your body, I haven't given up on you. I'm still here. We're still going. Pain often convinces us to stay still, but stillness, when it becomes the default, creates more pain. This one, simple action, the quiet lifting and lowering of your leg can break that cycle. And over time, it can bring back strength, confidence, and the freedom to walk, climb stairs, or move through your day without that constant ache holding you back. Number 4. Ankle pumps for foot and leg swelling. If your feet ever feel puffy, your ankles tight, or your lower legs heavy and tired, especially after sitting or standing for too long, you're not imagining it. Swelling in the feet and lower legs is incredibly common after 60, and while it may seem like just a nuisance, over time it can interfere with balance, comfort, and even circulation. But there's a wonderfully simple exercise that can help, and it takes less than 2 minutes to do. It's called the ankle pump. The ankle pump is one of those movements that doesn't look like much, but underneath the surface, it's doing something vital. It's gently helping your veins return blood from your feet and legs back towards your heart. You see, gravity pulls blood down, especially when we're sedentary. And as we age, the muscles in our lower legs that normally assist in pumping that blood back up become weaker or less active. That's when fluid begins to pool, causing swelling, discomfort, and in some cases, more serious complications if ignored. The beauty of the ankle pump is that it activates that lower leg pump without any stress on your joints. Here's how to do it. Sit or lie in a comfortable position with your legs extended or slightly bent. Begin by flexing your foot upward, pulling your toes toward your shin. Then point your toes forward as if you're pressing down on a gas pedal. That's one pump. Continue this gentle motion slowly and rhythmically for 20 to 30 repetitions per foot. You can alternate feet or do both together, depending on what's most comfortable for you. This movement encourages circulation, reduces stiffness, and can even help prevent cramping, especially at night. Many people notice that after just a few days of consistent ankle pumps, their shoes fit better, their legs feel lighter, and they experience fewer sharp pins and needle sensations when standing up after sitting. Let me tell you about Joyce, 80 years old, who had been dealing with swollen ankles for years. She tried compression socks, reduced salt in her diet, even propping her legs up with pillows. All of those helped a bit, but the swelling always returned. Her doctor suggested incorporating ankle pumps several times a day on, say, in the morning, once in the afternoon, and again before bed. After 1 week, she called it a miracle movement. Her swelling decreased, her slippers no longer felt tight, and she felt steadier on her feet. What's remarkable is that Joyce didn't need a fitness class, a trainer, or even to stand up. She just committed to the small act of self-care, a simple motion, repeated with intention, and her body responded. That's the magic of gentle, functional movement. It doesn't require effort that drains you. It requires consistency that restores you. So if you've been feeling like your feet are dragging or if your ankles are swollen by day's end, don't overlook this tiny exercise. The ankle pump may be small, but its impact is big. Especially as we age, circulation becomes more than a comfort issue. It becomes a health priority. And giving your legs the signal to move, flow, and release that pressure might be just what they've been waiting for. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Final thoughts. Pain often starts quietly. Small ache in your back, stiffness in your knees, or tension in your shoulders. Before long, it influences everything you do. How long you can stand, where you go, and even whether you feel safe moving around your own home. But what if feeling better didn't require big lifestyle changes, pricey equipment, or complicated routines? What if it all began with just 4 simple, gentle movements practiced regularly with care for your body? Today, we explored 4 key exercises: the hip stretch, wall angels, seated knee extensions, and ankle pumps. They may seem modest, but each acts like a gateway that releases long-held tension in your muscles and joints, improving circulation and restoring balance. These movements help your body do what it's meant to do: support you, not work against you. And here's the best part. You don't need to be an athlete or have endless energy. You just need to start. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, your body has carried you through a lifetime of activity, care, and sometimes stillness. It might carry some aches now, but it's still strong, still capable, and ready to support you in powerful ways. Every time you stretch, lift, or move with intention, you send a message to your body. I'm here for you. I care. That message matters not only physically, but emotionally as well. Taking care of your body is also taking care of your confidence. It shows that aging doesn't mean losing your strength or independence. You are capable. And when you feel capable, life opens up in new and meaningful ways. So, as you go about your day, remember this. Motion is lotion. A few minutes of gentle, consistent movement can bring more relief than you might expect. Start small, try one exercise, make it a habit, then add another. Soon, your body will start to trust you again, and you'll trust it in return. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below sharing one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your daily life. Your feedback inspires us and motivates our community. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends and family, and subscribe to Timeless Wisdom for more wellness tips and easy exercises designed just for you. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care and keep moving.